So I'm Lata Hamilton, and I am the founder and head coach of Passion Pioneers. And today we're going to be talking about how to get along with a bad manager. We've all been there before, where we've had a manager who doesn't seem to understand us, that we don't align with, who doesn't seem to get us, might even be bullying us, and is really kind of, not supporting us and giving us that growth and development and that help that we're actually wanting from a manager. People leave bad managers, not bad organizations. And having a bad manager can really impact your engagement, your willingness to want to be at work and to do your role and to do it well. And then that can really mean that your confidence and your feelings of self-worth can start to suffer. So today we're going to be looking at 3 tips to help you get along with a bad manager. So tip number 1 is to be somewhere quiet, sit down somewhere quiet, close your eyes, and then to kind of almost lift yourself up through your consciousness, lift yourself up out of your body and to go and find that person, find your manager wherever they are, out there in the ether of the world, dropping down into their body and then seeing the world through their eyes. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What fears do they have? What situation are they in? Are they simply trying to do the best they can with the resources that they have? Is there a reason why they're acting the way that they are? By floating up and out of your body and over into somebody else's body and really seeing the world through their eyes and being in their body, it can give you a different type of perspective. We talk about walking in somebody else's shoes. What I'm talking about here is actually being in somebody else's body and truly understanding and feeling and sensing the world from their perspective. It will bring you new insights, it will bring you new ideas about what it's really like and what's really going on for your manager. Because the thing is that it's not about you, it's about them. There's stuff going on in their world, in their life, in their head that is making them behave the way that they do, and you just happen to be on the receiving end of it. So after you have floated into their body, understood a little bit what's going on their side, then you can float back up out of their body, back over to yours, float back down into yours. When your eyes are open and you're back in your own body, write down the things that you experienced, the things that you noticed, the things that you understood, and the new learnings that you have about this person, and start to see them in a bit of a different way and a bit of a different light. Yes, it means that you've got to be the bigger person, but it's being the bigger person in order for you to get a good result from the end of it. Step number 2 is taking it away from them and bringing it back to you. So I want you to ask yourself, why are you attracting this? Why are you attracting this particular manager at this particular time of your life? Why is this happening to you right now? And what is the behavior that is happening? And what is the lesson that you need to learn off the back of that behavior? We teach people how to treat us. So if you have a micromanager, maybe it's because you're actually teaching that person to not have any faith or confidence in you because you don't have any faith or confidence in yourself. So maybe it's about finding ways to go and build your own confidence and your own self-worth. And that your manager is actually teaching you that that's what you're missing right now, and that they're taking advantage of that gap that you have for yourself. And then the 3rd tip that I have for you is, again, bringing it back to you. So in NLP, we say that the person with the most flexibility controls the system. I want you to dabble and test out and try out different ways of approaching your manager. So what you can do is actually try something new, approach them in a new way, respond to them in a different way. If usually you respond with sorry and, I'll do better next time, maybe instead you could respond with, I appreciate your feedback. I actually think that I did a really good job on this particular piece of work. I would actually appreciate if you could tell me the things that went well here. And actually that could startle them into behaving differently. So that might not work. Your manager might just be a Fruit Loop and, nothing actually kind of comes out of it. But it's about you starting to show up in different ways and seeing what results that you get. Now, the final thing that I'm going to leave you with is, if you have a really, really terrible manager and you've tried out different things and you've done these 3 steps and it's still not going well for you, get out. You don't need to be there. There are plenty of other jobs for you, and the emotional burden and the emotional strain that having a really terrible manager has on your self-esteem, your self-worth, on your mental health even, is too precious. It's too much to actually let this go on for any longer. Because ultimately, the only person who's going to be looking out for you is you. And if you need to be somewhere else in order to thrive, find that other place. And I can help you get there.